Hello and welcome to the part 1 of building the application. In this part of the video, we are going to import the tkinter module. We are going to create a Python class. We're going to define the init function. We're going to create the application window. We are going to add a title to the application window. We're going to set a background color for the application window, and we're going to add some labels to represent the input fields for the application. So let's start off by importing the tkinter module. So I've got my blank Python file. So to import the module, you do from tkinter, that's the name of the module, and then you type in the word import, you do a space and you do an asterisk. By using the asterisk, it means you are importing everything from that module. A module is basically a Python file that has been written by others. It contains several classes, functions, and objects, and so on. So when you are using a module, you can import certain parts or you can import everything. So if I was to import a specific class from that module, rather than use the asterisk, I'll just specify the name of the class after the word import. But because I'm using asterisk, I'm saying get me everything from that module. The next thing we're going to do is create a class. Now, Python is an object-oriented programming language which treats almost everything in Python as an object. An object has properties and also has methods. Methods are like the functions for that object. A class is like an object constructor or a blueprint for creating objects. So to create a class, you type in the keyword class, you do a space followed by the name of the class. I'm going to call mine loan calculator, and then you add a colon once you've done that and press enter. And when you press enter, it indents the code. Indentation is very important in Python. The next thing I'm going to do is add the function called init. Init basically is a built-in function in Python. So as well as you can create your own classes and functions, Python also has some built-in ones. So to define the init function or method, you type in def, you do a space, underscore, underscore, init, underscore, underscore, and then parentheses. And inside the parentheses, you type in the word self, and then you add a colon and press enter. You can see it has indented it again. So the init function basically can be used to assign values to object properties. The init function is a function that automatically is initiated every time you create a new class, okay? And also every time the class is being used to create a new object. So if you create a new object from a class, you're also initializing or calling this init method. Notice on line number 4, I've got this self, which is inside this parentheses here. Self basically is a variable that represents the instance of the object itself. The next thing I want to do is create the window for the application. So to do that, I'm going to create a variable called window, and I'm going to set that to equals to tk. And this tk function basically is part of the tkinter module, and it is basically used to create the interface or the window for the application. Next thing I want to do is add a title to that window. So to do that, we access the variable called window, we do a dot, and then we add title, which is the attribute we want to add, and inside the parentheses we have to enclose the value in quotes. So I'm going to call it loan calculator. So this is what is going to appear on the title bar of the application window. The next thing I want to do is add a background color to the application window. To do that, you type in window.configure, and inside that configure you add the parentheses, and then I need to specify that it is the background color that I want to change, and I'm going to set the value to equals to, I want it to be light green. You can add whatever color you prefer. Just make sure that the value is enclosed in quotes. So once you've done that, just do a file and save your file, and we will continue in part 2. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.